Hey Sandy, it's Chris. I just wanted to do this quick video. Might be easier to explain a little bit on Google Docs since we never had a chance to get to that. I hope I can get out there in the next week or so to show you in person, but let's try this. So when you're in the classroom, we're in the 5th grade right here, and we can see here on book template that's 1 is done, so the student has turned it in. 20 are not done. Every time the student clicks on this right here, then it makes a copy in their folder. So the way that we can see them, we can either click on this done right here, and it will take us right to that student. So here's Drayson's. So pretty soon you'll see them all populated in here once the kids fill them out. If we click on Drayson's, it opens it up, and here's his document. And you can see I've already made a few comments, and I'll show you how I did that. So let's see this one we want to make a comment on. We can say we highlight it right here, and then we click on the little comment button, and I can say, who was Lorenzo? I want him to have some more details on this, so I can add that as a comment. So if you also want to do some editing, we come up here to suggesting, and then this one we say we want to suggest, then he makes that a capital S. And this one should probably be a capital too, right? So see how those suggest it, and it shows the difference? Then he can come over here, or she, Drayson, he, then they can either accept the suggestion or reject it. So we have editing suggestions, and we also have commenting, so you can make a comment here. He was an important part of history, and I said, why was he an important part? So he can mark that resolved, he can come through here, and he can add more content on there. So that's how you would edit the students. And the other question you had was about answering the kids on the comments. On the other thing that we did here, remember we did this research assignment. We talked about why we should use databases, and we asked all the kids to answer and respond. So if you look at the comments, and this always happens with the kids, some of them answered really well. They said we could find things that are true. Instead of pink polka dotted puffins, Braden must be a real character there. But then we start getting the kids doing this hi, and talking to each other, because it's a cool thing for them, and it happens. But let's just teach them how to kind of stay on track with this. So you can see down here, I just went to one of the kids, and see how the arrow pops up when you hover over it? That's like the reply. It's just like Facebook. So I could just reply right there. I'm going to cancel that. So you can see I replied to Drayson, because he was starting to get off topic a little bit. But Trayson had made a good comment up here. He said something up here. We use them because Google's not always right. So I responded, and then it posted it down here. And I said, Trayson, you are right. So those are the comments. Do you have to respond to them? No, not really, but this is kind of teaching the kids and modeling for them how to respond in this type of situation, how to have this conversation. So it's okay to jump in and say, they're better than Google. Well, why? And just to encourage the kids to talk. So that's a question that we have set there. This is the assignment research. So you see I have 22 are not done. So if we click on them, see how they're not done? Not done and done means that they've turned them in, and then they'll show up here as done. So if we look and see who's got one done, let's look at Isaac. Not done means they just have not turned it in. So I look right here, and he's got some questions. Remember, this was the one where we said you copy and paste from this side, and then you put in your own words right here. So you can see right now, Isaac is on, and he's typing right here. So you can see he's doing a good job. So I can just make a comment and say, good work. And you might see it and kind of freak out, not knowing where it's from, but that's okay. And then we can just close that, and then we can go back to the next students. Also, if you click here on their name, then it just adds up, you can add a private comment right here and talk to them. So this is just a way to communicate with the kids. I hope that makes sense and didn't complicate things more. Give me a call if you have any questions. Thanks, Sandy. Appreciate all your work.